Hello, my name is Rob Willett. We've been coming to C3 Hope now for nearly 4 years, but I want to take you back. I want to take you back to when I used to work at a college where we integrated the special needs and the mainstream students. Anyway, at the end of the term, we decided we were going to have a football match. And it was going to be between the special needs and mainstream and, integrated them. So we had this football match and I played centre half. But my boss, who was quite nimble and fast, he played centre forward. So I was marking him. But this particular time, the ball came over and I jumped up to head it. And my boss, both elbows lifted my ribs up, and anyway, I was in agony. But I came back down, and I was all right for so long, and then it was time to go home. So I came home, and then at night on the landing, I collapsed. And Mary, my wife, she rang for the ambulance, and the ambulance came, and I was taken to hospital. Anyway, they x-rayed my ribs and they said that I had fractured my ribs. So I was sat up in bed, and every time I did sit up in bed, I was in agony. So they said, oh, there's no way you can sit up, you'll have to lie down. So I was admitted for 3 days in hospital. Now, after the 3 days, my wife and Catherine, my daughter, came to pick me up. And I got cushions all around me, and I was, sort of hugging these cushions. And every little bit of road that she hit, every little pebble, I was in agony, absolute agony. Anyway, I came home and I went to bed and I stayed there for a couple of days. Now, the church that we used to go to the Bible study at night. And this particular night, we decided instead of having a Bible study, we'll have a healing meeting. So we had this healing meeting, and I got out of bed and I came down and I was sat in a chair again with all these cushions all around me. Anyway, we started with this meeting, and what happened was, after so long, I got out of the chair. I went to one of the ladies called Janet Morris, and I picked her up and I swung around. And then I started doing jumping from the second step of the stairs. And then I started doing press-ups and thumping my side. And then everybody was aghast saying, Rob, you healed. And I was really healed. I was totally healed. But the thing was, I wasn't praying for myself to be healed. People were praying for me to be healed, and I was praying for other people, because we've got people with bad arms and bad necks and bad backs. But God, in His time, healed me.